back again. Are you ready?
Dean and Ann.
All right, we're going to take a look at the,
Hard Knocks mid-season, episode 2.
in-season Miami Dolphins, episode 2. Yes, we just finished it, and now we're going to review it for you. So, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it yet.
Oh, yes. Good.
Careful.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. All right, so this is our second episode of the Dolphins, and I really enjoyed the first season or the first episode, and I really enjoyed the second one.
I definitely feel like this has been more exciting than the Jets.
Yeah, I really liked the Jets. The Jets season was good. I also liked the Lions season.
Yeah, I liked the Lions. I feel like it's right now Dolphins is my number one, and then Lions, and then Jets. That's the only three.
There's just like this level of optimism and positivity in all the locker rooms and on the field and the sidelines, and it's just fun. The team is giving the producers of the show a lot of great content.
Yes, I think the Dolphins are really serving content because they said at the first episode they're not going to hold back. They're not changing because of the cameras. They're definitely not.
None of these people are saying, "Gosh darn it!" Or,
no, I feel like this has been the most.
What the heck?
This is the most sweary and
I love it.
Yeah,
it's so real. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, so we started off with another opening speech by Mike, and I'm just going to call him Mike from now on because he's cool like that.
He looked really tan. He looked good.
He's in Miami, But another good opening speech to kind of get the guys ready. They had a short week. They had a 4-day challenge, which included Thursday Thanksgiving. So they had they had to condense all their workouts and their practice and their meetings and everything into 4 days.
And that was a big deal.
And they didn't get a day off so he had this big speech about, get some sleep. We got to rest. Mm-hmm. And he's really a good motivator. I love that he just opened up. He said, on Friday, you guys are going to be playing professional football. I was just like, he's so hilarious.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
All right, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah. Yes.
Then we focused on the defense for a while, right?
Yes, we did. Great defenses have always been able to fill seats.
That's true. That's what they said. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So they showed Jalen Ramsey, Christian Wilkinson, Jalen Phillips, and Bradley Chubb. They kind of highlighted those 4 players, gave them some opportunities to talk and develop their backstories and their relationships and how they work together.
Talking about cats.
Yeah, Mr. The Cat is his name, Mr. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He's a ragdoll. I didn't catch what player owned the cat.
Phillips, Jalen Phillips.
Right.
Yeah. So more about him later, obviously. If you watch the football game, and I watched the whole game. Plus, we watched the highlight reel later.
Yes, for me
before this, just to keep up with what was going on. There's a big fight in the game, which they didn't show, which I think is.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised they didn't show the fight, but I can see why they wouldn't. There was a lot that happened.
Well, yeah. A guy got clocked in the face. A ref got clocked in the face. I think what they're doing with Hard Knocks now is they're trying to be more positive because they've eliminated the cutting ceremony, from the cut downs at the beginning of the season. They've eliminated that meeting, which is always traumatic. I enjoyed it, but I can see why they would want to get rid of it. I did because
I know you like when people suffer.
No, that's not my point. I enjoyed watching how they all handled themselves professionally, but then I also knew that so and so he got cut a week ago, and now he's landed somewhere else, and so I always enjoyed that kind of story arc.
That is nice.
More to say about the defense, guys?
No, I just feel like they really showed a lot of vulnerability.
Yeah.
These guys.
They weren't a bunch of tough guys. They were real people.
They talk about the impact of mentality has on you
and the brotherhood. The partnerships that they form and the friendships and
They need to be open and honest with each other. Mm-hmm. And show gratitude for each other.
Wow. That's right. There was a big Thanksgiving speech, and
yes,
a lot of the team in the individual rooms, they were talking about what they were grateful for. The QB room did that. One of them said, "Hunting season is upon us."
Yes, I almost wrote that down too.
I wrote it down. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great line. Hunting season is upon us. Yeah. And they were talking about something that I said in one of our earlier videos, is that this is now, we're week 13 after Thanksgiving, or this was before that, but this is the time when things get really interesting in football.
Yeah.
And they said, this is when the season really starts. I think it was like they were quoting Belichick talking about this is when it really starts to happen. So that was fun to hear. What else?
Yes. And how big a deal this coming game was, because it's first game on Black Friday.
Yeah, first game Black Friday, and it's a divisional opponent that's hungry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
a lot riding on this.
Absolutely. Yeah. The game itself was fun to watch. There was a lot of sacks. The defense really tore it up.
Yeah.
What? Yes.
Oh no, I forgot. Well, this happened to the coach in the previous game, but they talked about it this game.
Oh yeah,
about Mike getting hit in the shoulder.
Hit in the shoulder.
Got kicked in the shoulder, right?
Because the guy got pushed out of bounds, and he rolled over and kicked the coach in the shoulder
and hit in the dick,
and hit him in the dick. And this is Mike's words. I'm like, I got hit in the dick.
Yeah. That's where they talk about being open and honest too. I think because like he's telling people, and people are like, "Oh yeah, man." That's why I swear was happening. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he was telling that to Robert Saleh and a group of other people. I think the owners were there, and it's great.
It's par for the course, as they say.
So there was the Holland ran the interception back from 99 yards to get a touchdown right at the end of the half, and Mike McDaniels was so excited about this that he ran across the field towards the locker room, and then he got there and he's like, "Oh shit, we're supposed to kick an extra point now." So he's standing there by the exit, and I said to you that I think he might get fined for doing that, because I don't think you're allowed to leave the sidelines until it's time. I don't know if that's true or not, but he probably didn't care, and he just stood there and waited for them to finish the kick. It's so funny. He was so excited. He wanted to race everybody back to the locker room.
Yeah, well, it was an amazing play. It was crazy. Who would have thought?
So then the big thing that happened during the game was Jalen Phillips tore his ACL. And they did show that he was having a little trouble with it just before that play started, but he wasn't about to take himself out. He was having a career game. He was killing it. And it sucks. He's out for the season. And I like seeing Dan Marino in the locker room, being there to, kind of help out and maybe give some words of advice or encouragement. And it's a great team. It's a great team, great locker room.
Yes. Yeah, it is a great locker room. I agree.
All right. Anything else?
At the end, when the players, this is something that crossed my mind, and then they talked about it, was the isolation you can feel when you've been injured.
Yeah.
And you feel like maybe you're not part of the team anymore. You're not there every day. And, I think I'm not a player, but I think we've all experienced isolation from something.
The isolation's real, and it's interesting because they gave him 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday, and then I think he was back in on. Well, he might have come back on a Saturday because probably for treatment.
They did show
they showed him back in the facility. So I would have thought he'd go into surgery right away, like Aaron Rodgers did. Next day, get that surgery. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
And he talked about his previous injury, being hit by a car.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I think he knows how to, you got to.
I think
you got to hit the
rehab.
Yes, thank you. Rehab part.
You got to be focused. It's part of your job now to rehabilitate yourself. Yeah. Yeah, out for the season. It sucks. He'll be back. He's a great player.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's all I wrote down.
All right. Well, enjoy Hard Knocks. I'm looking forward to next week.
Ride.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.